Welcome to the Rustic Garden. Today I want to talk to you about growing peas as transplants. I was always told peas do not like to have their roots touched or disturbed in any way, and that you could not grow them as transplants. And these are peas right here that are examples of how that's simply not true. You can absolutely grow peas as transplants. And let me show you what I mean by transplants. You can use your standard tomato cells, you can use recycled flower cells, and you can use something that falls in between. And the peas that are in these buckets were all grown as transplants for a couple weeks in these cells. You can also grow them in styrofoam cups, and that buys you more time before this happens to the roots. You don't want your peas to grow in the cells or in the cups and get to the point where they all tangle and wind together at the bottom. That's what they don't like. You know, you'd have to break these up, and peas just don't like that. But if you time it right, peas grow extremely quickly, and you can get your transplant going when the roots look more like up here, where they're just coming out through the dirt. They're not all tangled up at the bottom, and you can just put those straight into the ground, and this is what you end up with. These are 3 buckets of peas, all transplants, all doing extremely well. And at the same time that I put those in the ground, or into the containers, I put the same pea into the ground in this container, and you can see the difference. These just aren't as big. The peas that I grew as transplants have some peas on them. I've been eating them. They're flowering. They're at the point where the pods are coming really quickly, and I'm enjoying peas, you know, really as we speak. The peas that were planted in the ground aren't ready yet. They're not flowering. There are no pea pods on there, but it's sort of a win-win situation. You can use the transplant cells, get your peas into containers earlier, enjoy your peas earlier, and as you're kind of taking the pods off of these plants, your other ones are maturing, so you get an extended season, so to speak, of peas. How can you lose? Let me just show you one more quick example. If you come over here, you can see 3 pea plants back there. I really planted 7 or 8 seeds. Those seeds went in at the same time as the container peas went in, and 4 or 5 of them didn't germinate. So the other benefit of growing transplants is that you know that you're putting in germinated peas right into your containers or into your earth beds, and there's no waiting for seeds to germinate that don't germinate. Peas are sort of fickle come germination time. If the soil's too wet, it's too cold, they can mold up and they just don't germinate right. So transplants do work with peas. I just wanted to give you some examples of what I did, sort of bust the myth that peas can't be grown as transplants in any kind of container. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please check out my blog at www.therusticgarden.blogspot.com, and also check out my YouTube videos. Thanks.